We begin in New York, where federal investigators are trying to figure out who sent 2 threatening letters laced with the deadly poison ricin.
One letter was addressed to New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. The other was sent to his gun control group in Washington. Elaine Quijano is at New York City Hall. Elaine, good morning.
Good morning to you, Nora and Charlie. Well, authorities say responding officers who came into contact with the letter in New York did suffer some minor symptoms. No one was seriously hurt, but now a joint terrorism task force, including the FBI and the NYPD, is investigating. Mayor Michael Bloomberg spoke with reporters shortly after the threats against him became public.
No, I'm not angry. There are people who I would argue do things that may be irrational, do things that are wrong, but it's a very complex world out there, and we just have to deal with that.
Friday, a worker at this mail facility in Lower Manhattan intercepted a letter addressed to Bloomberg that was laced with ricin, a highly toxic poison. Another tainted letter was discovered 2 days later in Washington, D.C., at a building that houses Mayors Against Illegal Guns, a nonprofit group Bloomberg helped start. That envelope was addressed to the group's director, Mark Glaze. Both mailings were postmarked on May 20th from Shreveport, Louisiana, with no return address. They contained a pink-orange, oily substance, and each letter threatened bodily harm against the mayor and made references to his stance on gun control. A law enforcement official tells CBS News the letter addressed to Bloomberg said something along the lines of, "This is a taste of what's to come if you come to take my gun." The mayor has emerged as one of the country's leading gun control advocates, and just this year paid for TV ads urging Congress to approve background checks.
Tell Congress, don't protect criminals.
Bloomberg says this latest threat won't intimidate him.
There's 12,000 people that are going to get killed this year with guns, and 19,000 are going to commit suicide with guns, and we're not going to walk away from those efforts.
Investigators are conducting more tests to confirm the presence of ricin. This is just the latest in a string of similar incidents. Last month, a Mississippi man was arrested for trying to send ricin-laced letters to President Obama, a U.S. senator, and a judge.